Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're talking about Sarasota, the whole Milton hurricane. We just got here. Talking about our experience. As we were driving out here, the hurricane was coming in. And about like 2 days before we arrived is when the hurricane hit. And this is the Sarasota Bay. This is the hardest hit area. Basically, this is the direct hit from Milton, the eye of the hurricane. And we're talking about all of that in today's video. What's up? So finally made it here to Sarasota. So if you think that's interesting, you know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and go to cryptollc.org. If you're looking to set up a Bitcoin farm, you're looking to build a farm, buy miners, sell miners, anything related to Bitcoin, we have all of that at cryptollc.org. Before we get started, Bitcoin saves your wealth and Jesus Christ saves your soul. So as you can see, today's video is not going to be really that much about Bitcoin. It's just going to be a short little video talking about Milton and what happened to Sarasota Bay, because I'm assuming it's in the news everywhere, and not assuming, I know it's in the news everywhere. It's probably still in the news, just non-stop every single day. And we're going to be talking about what exactly happened, how much damage was done by Milton in Sarasota, which is a direct hit area. It was supposed to go to Tampa, but then it switched up, went to Sarasota Bay instead. So this is the bay here. You can see we have some damage there. The boat just flipped into the dock. There's a boat over there, that white boat right there. It's just laying right on the beach, basically. Not a beach, it's a rocky area, all wrecked. That boat is toast. But one of the biggest things you can see here is actually the residents and hotels, things like that. You see all those buildings? Pay attention to the glass. None of the glass is broken, none. I mean, I drove around these buildings. I have not seen a single broken glass, which means that the buildings are perfectly fine. This is the thing that they don't tell you in the news. They like to exaggerate hurricanes a lot. And when I was driving here, again, we were driving on our way, you know, in the middle of the United States, because we're driving from Washington State, in the middle of the United States, and we saw Milton coming in, and it was like 2 days before we got there, it hit. So I wasn't worried about it at all, because I've seen hurricanes before, and I know that most of them are just basically nothing. They're, you know, you have to have, like, the only reason that you see those things in the news, like blown away homes and things like that, is usually those are like mobile homes, you know, things like that. Not like hotels or high structured homes, things, you know, it's just mobile homes. But things like signs, you know, twigs, trees, that stuff got really a lot of damage. You know, there's like twigs everywhere laying around. You can see, take a look here. Just, you know, sand and garbage and twigs and stuff, and a lot of trees. The branches, not the palm trees, but like the branches from the regular trees, like those green trees over there. A lot of their half-dead branches all flew off, and you'll see like piles of it just laying on the side of the streets. You can see another boat over there. Let me fix the camera there. See that boat right there? That boat over there, you can see it's slanted, probably has some pretty good damage. There's also boats in the canals that are either flipped over, you know, all the way, just basically touching the bottom of the canal, or they're severely damaged. Then I'm assuming that some of the boats are probably underwater, fully underwater. That's probably why you don't see them. But then again, you know, I can't tell, obviously. There are probably a certain amount of boats that just fully sank, and you don't see those. But yeah, so that's Milton. Now, let's go to the other side. This is one of the parks here. And this is like the direct hit area. You can see a lot of garbage here on the floor, things like that. So now, I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the news. So as for the news, they were all talking about, oh no, it's going to be like a Category 5 hurricane, which it is a Category 5 when it's out in the ocean. When it's out in the ocean, it's a Category 5. And then they lie all the time talking about, you know, when they talk about the hurricane, they talk about it being Category 5. And they pretend that that's what it was when it hit the shore, which is never the case, because it always goes down It gets closer to category 3 or category 2 before it hits. You see here some cement blocks probably washed out. But basically, before it hits, it goes down a lot from category 5 to like category 2, you know, category 1, things like that. And that's exactly what happened at this bay here. As it was approaching, it really dropped its speed, came down a lot. And as a result, you basically have minimum damage. Most of the damage, like I see throughout the city, is a lot of these twigs and branches and things like that that are just laying on the sides. You know, you can see for this specific area, we do have some sidewalk damage here. You know, some sidewalk damage. Let me take it down. Oops, camera went the wrong way there. But sidewalk damage, you know, things like that, but nothing much. Over here on this side, it's pretty windy. I hope you guys can hear me good here. I'll try to fix that in the editing. But yeah, nothing scary. Nothing scary at all. Our home, by the way, is like 5 miles from here, and there's zero damage to our home. Absolutely zero. Not a single tile flew off. Same thing for all of our neighbors. Not a single tile flew off. Not a single bit of damage. There's zero damage. The only thing that happened in our neighborhood was that some of the trees, the branches, they fell off, and they just fall right next to themselves. They don't fall off and fly away somewhere. They fall right next to themselves. So basically, you just go around your trees and pick up everything. So yeah, see like those branches over there? That's basically all of Sarasota right now. It just has branches like that, broken branches next to trees around the whole entire city. You see here right in front of me, something like that. That's it. That's the whole entire damage. So from now on, most of the videos will be from Sarasota. So I'll be posting you guys videos, you know, talking about news or geopolitics or talking about our Bitcoin farms. But all of that will be from Sarasota. That's where I'm going to be based out from now on. So keep that in mind. It's a little kind of gloomy right now. It's in the morning. So all you can see right here is a good example. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. See, this is what happens basically. They just washed out from all the water. Just washed out the sidewalk, and so they have to rebuild that. See that big drop? Yeah, so things like that. Again, nothing serious. And then as for the homes, if you see some of the homes, the damage from the homes, you know, they're showing you guys that on TV. They're just picking out basically the only place where it had any damage to homes, and that's basically the homes that are built a long time ago, you know, old homes, or homes that maybe had a tornado that came through the area, but not from the hurricane. Okay, so keep that in mind. They are really, really, really... Oh, I got a blockage here, so I can't go through here. Look at that. See, this is basically the maximum damage you'll see in Sarasota is like a tree fell over. That's pretty much it for, you know, the maximum damage you'll see around this place. Other than the boats, obviously the boats will have damage as well. They're out in the water. You know, they're not tied down to anything. They're not like homes built out here where they're tied down with special metal plates and cement that holds everything down. Very, very secure homes built in Florida. But if you have a boat, there's really nothing you can do. I mean, if you're out there like that and a hurricane comes, your boat is toast, right? Your boat is gone. You ain't gonna see that thing. It is gonna sink. I mean, if you're lucky, you'll just be beat up. Maybe it'll survive somehow. And I'm sure some of these homes probably did survive. you know. But that gives you guys a general idea. So yeah, I'll be posting more videos for you guys. Like I said, back to our regular topics here. Today's video is just about the Milton and this Sarasota Bay. And you guys all know I'm alive, doing fine. Basically, no one really gets much, problems from hurricanes. If you see any of that, it's usually from like mobile home parks, things like that, where they would have damage, they would have issues. But if you have a nice home, you're not going to have that. I'll show you guys again, just to prove it to you. Right, look at those buildings right on Sarasota Bay, literally like 200, 300, 400 feet from the water, from the bay. Okay, these buildings should be flooded, right? The windows should all be broken, right? There should be like closed off. No one should be living in them. But look at them, they're fine. And there's people living in them right now. And there's people that never left. They just stayed in those buildings, right? The people that live through hurricanes, they know that it's exaggerated, extremely exaggerated. And I think a lot of the weather forecasters, they're just clickbaiting, right? They want the views, they want the clicks, they want you to watch their news talking about Milton, trying to get you all emotional. How, oh no, it's the end. It's not. Oh, and by the way, before I end the video, I forgot to mention that there is one area out there. It's called St. Armand's Circle, and it's basically out that way, and it's like a little island out in the ocean, and that little island has like little stores and little businesses, and you can get like ice cream there and things like that, and there's like restaurants. That place is an island, right? And it's out in the ocean. So that place is ruined, right? After Milton, that place is toast. And the reason for that is because it's literally an island in the middle of the ocean, It's out there in the ocean. So that place, yes, we drove through that and it was flooded. It was ruined. Those homes, not homes, but businesses, they are not built up on higher ground. It's just sitting there. And so if a big hurricane comes in, that place is toast, and it is. We drove through it like 2 days ago, and the whole entire place is flooded. I'll probably make a video for you guys. I'll walk through that area because it's pretty interesting to see, something like that happen. And it was a really nice place too for hanging out. But now it's gone. So that place is totally gone. Not like over here. Over here you can see everything is fine. You just got to clean up some branches, throw away some garbage, fix the sidewalks, and that's it. That's the whole entire problem. But down there, it's totally ruined. It is totally gone, fully flooded, like 6 feet of water. It is toast over there. So if you're thinking about, hey, I want to go to Florida and live here, the number one thing you got to look at is your home in a flood zone? If it's not, which most are not, if it's not in a flood zone and if it's not on the water, you're totally fine. You can be like a mile away from the water here, and you'll be fine. But if you're like right on the water, like some of the homes out there in St. Armand's, they're right on the water, they're in the ocean, they're just sitting there. You can be fine until a hurricane comes, and then the hurricane has to have a direct hit on you. So it's not just like a hurricane comes around and you're done at that point. No, it's the hurricane has to have a direct hit on your location. If it comes near, right, comes by, kind of close, but not a direct hit, you'll be fine. But what happened with St. Armand's, it was a direct hit. So in that situation, you're toast, and that's exactly what happened. St. Armand's is gone. Well, I hope you guys like this video. Again, not about Bitcoin, but it is about Milton. So it's pretty much in the news here, and that's where I was moving to and everything. So it's kind of important, I would think. And plus, it'll explain a lot of the future videos when I walk through Sarasota. You guys might be asking, like, why is it so messed up? Why is it so dirty or whatever? And you'll be able to, you'll know that it's because, obviously, there was a hurricane here. Not everyone's gonna know that, especially international viewers. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys like it, and until next time, goodbye.